the Yucatan Peninsula, a land full of secrets and stories. Here, along Mexico's Caribbean coast, we find Tulum. It's a place where old ruins meet beautiful blue water. People come from all over the world to see it. Tulum is a treat for all your senses. The warm air smells of the ocean and sweet flowers. The sun makes everything look golden, and the sound of the waves mixes with whispers from the past. This is a trip to discover the heart of Tulum. We'll learn about its interesting history. We'll walk through its amazing landscapes, and we'll meet the animals that live here. So come with me, let's get started. Please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Imagine Tulum long ago, a busy Mayan city, a really important trading center on the Yucatan Peninsula. See those cliffs? They were a natural fortress protecting the city. And because Tulum was connected to both land and sea, it was a vital hub, a central place for trade and business. Today, the ruins of Tulum show us how clever the Mayan people were. Their temples and palaces, right on the edge of the cliff, have amazing views of the Caribbean Sea. These old stones seem to whisper stories of a civilization that's gone, but not forgotten. But Tulum is more than just its history. It's a lively mix of old and new, a place where a relaxed artistic style meets eco-friendly living. Imagine yoga retreats next to busy markets. The rhythm of life here is as beautiful as the scenery. To really get to know Tulum, let's go back in time, way back to the time of the Maya. They were amazing. They knew so much about the stars, numbers, and art. Their calendars were super smart. They used them to follow the patterns of the sky. The Maya believed everything was connected. The sun, moon, and stars were really important to them. They used them to know when to plant crops, when to have ceremonies, and to understand the universe. Their cities weren't just places to live. They were carefully planned and built to line up with the stars. Tulum, sitting high on the cliffs, shows us this connection to the sky. Its buildings were placed just so, to mark the solstices and equinoxes. The Maya, by watching and calculating, knew a lot about time. What they knew lives on in the stones of Tulum. It's like a quiet song of ancient knowledge. Picture Tulum long ago, a busy city by the sea full of life. Traders from faraway lands sailed in, their boats filled with treasures: jade, shiny black obsidian, colorful feathers, and cacao beans. The things chocolate is made of were traded in the marketplace. The air, filled with the sweet smell of burning incense, was alive with the sounds of people buying and selling, laughing and celebrating. Priests wearing fancy headdresses led ceremonies on top of tall pyramids. Their chanting mixed with the sound of waves crashing against the rocks below. The city was like a beautiful tapestry, woven with threads of trade, religion, and art. Skilled artists carved amazing designs into stone, decorating temples and palaces. Even the walls told stories covered in paintings of Mayan myths and everyday life. Tulum, shining in the warm Caribbean sun, was a city full of life and energy, a civilization at its peak. If you'd like to learn more about this amazing city, check out the link below. Today, as we walk through these old ruins of Tulum, we can almost hear sounds from the past. The wind makes soft sounds as it blows through the broken archways. It carries a hint of old incense and the quiet murmur of voices from long ago. The buildings themselves, after standing in the sun and rain for so many years, show the marks of time. The bright colors of the paintings have faded, but the stories they tell are still there in the stone. Every carving, every written word gives us a peek into what the people who lived here believed, what they did, and how they lived their everyday lives. The Castillo, standing tall on the edge of the cliff, shows us how skilled the Mayan people were at building. This pyramid, once a helpful guide for sailors, now reminds us of a civilization that is gone but not forgotten. As we stand here inside these old walls, we remember that history isn't just dates and names. It's like a big blanket made up of the lives, dreams, and strong spirit of the people who were here before us. Gap 2S. The story of Tulum shows us how clever people can be and how time keeps going in circles. It reminds us that even the biggest and strongest groups of people can appear and disappear, but they leave pieces of their story behind. We can see those pieces in the stones, hear them in the wind, and feel them in the land. Today, as we look around these old buildings and the beautiful views, we can feel a connection to the Mayan people. We can remember what they did and learn from how they lived with nature. Tulum asks us to slow down, listen to the stories of the past, and understand how important it is to protect these special places. Next, we'll leave the old city walls and explore the beautiful nature around Tulum. We'll visit perfect beaches, swim in clear underground pools called cenotes, and see the amazing plants and animals that live in this magical part of the world. Leaving the old stone ruins, we go down to the coast. Look, the Caribbean Sea stretches out in front of us like a beautiful painting of blues and greens. Soft white sand, like powdered sugar, touches the turquoise water. Palm trees sway gently in the breeze, making long shadows on the beach. The air is warm and smells like the salty sea and sweet tropical flowers. Listen to the waves crashing on the shore. It's a calming sound, a reminder of how powerful and peaceful the ocean is. Here on the coast, time seems to slow down. All your worries disappear in the warm sunshine. It's a perfect place to walk barefoot on the beach, to get lost looking at the horizon and just breathe in the beauty all around you. The beaches of Tulum are famous for being beautiful, but they are also important nesting places for sea turtles. From May to October, these amazing turtles come back here to lay their eggs, continuing a cycle that has gone on for thousands of years. Under the thick jungle trees, there are secret rivers and caves, a hidden world just waiting for us. These special places are called cenotes. The Mayan people thought they were doorways to another world, a place very important to their beliefs. When you step into a cenote, it feels like you're going somewhere magical. The air is cool and a little wet, and you feel very peaceful. Sunlight peeks through the rocks above, shining down into the clear water. Fish swim around the pointy rocks, their scales sparkling like jewels. Swimming in a cenote is something you won't forget. The water is nice and cool, a perfect break from the warm weather. As you swim, you hear all sorts of quiet sounds. Water dripping, your own splashes, and it feels like the earth is giving you a big hug. Gap 2S. People come from all over the world to see the cenotes of Tulum and feel the magic of these secret places. They remind us that everything is connected and that there's so much beauty hidden just below the surface. Let's leave the coast behind and head inland into a world of bright green. The trees of the jungle make a roof over us, letting sunlight peek through in beautiful patches of light and shadow. The air feels damp and warm, full of the buzzing of insects and the calls of amazing birds. Life here moves at its own speed. Vines climb and twist, reaching for the sun. Huge saber trees, their roots stretching far and wide, stand like wise old protectors of the forest. Monkeys swing and play in the branches, their happy calls echoing through the trees. The jungle is a feast for your senses. Everywhere you look, listen and smell, something new and exciting awaits. Bright orchids hug the tree trunks, their delicate flowers a reminder of how beauty can grow in surprising places. The air smells of damp earth, mixed with the sweet scent of jasmine and frangipani. This is a place where you can truly connect with nature, feel the heartbeat of life all around you, and understand the delicate balance of this special place. The coast of Tulum isn't just beautiful, it's also home to many amazing animals. The Scenic Biosphere Reserve, a special protected place, has wetlands, mangroves and coral reefs. Lots of animals live safely there. In the shallow waters, you can see flocks of pink flamingos. They look so pretty against the blue water and green mangroves. It's a beautiful and delicate place. The mangroves are important too. They protect the coast from wearing away and give baby sea creatures a safe place to grow. Gap 2S. Their roots are like a hiding place for fish and crabs. Their leaves give food to the whole area. The Scenic Biosphere Reserve shows us how important it is to protect these special places so everyone can enjoy them in the future. From old ruins to perfect beaches, from hidden underwater caves to thick jungles, Tulum shows us a world where nature and history mix. It's a place where you can explore old temples, swim in clear water and walk through jungles full of animals. Tulum has lots of different areas, from sandy beaches to rainforests, and they're all home to many plants and animals. Each area is connected to the next, and they all work together to keep this special place healthy. As we've traveled through these places, we've seen how strong nature is, how the Mayan people left their mark, and how important it is to protect these special places for kids and families in the future. If you liked exploring Tulum with us, click the subscribe button to see more amazing places around the world. South of Tulum, there's a huge protected area called the Scenic Biosphere Reserve. It's a really good example of how nature can be in balance. Here, the bright green jungle reaches all the way to the blue Caribbean Sea. It's like a beautiful painting with lots of colors and textures. Mangrove forests grow here. Their roots are underwater in the mix of fresh and salty water. The forests create a maze, a safe place for lots of animals. Sunlight peeks through the trees, making pretty patterns on the ground. Crabs walk around the roots, their claws making clicking sounds. Iguanas sit on sunny rocks, their skin shining like green jewels. The air is buzzing with insects. You can always hear them, and they remind you how much life is in this amazing place. The mangroves are really special. Their roots clean the salt from the seawater, and the branches are homes for lots of birds. Herons with their grey and white feathers wait quietly for fish near the water. Egrets, bright white against the green leaves, walk in the shallow water. The Scenic Biosphere Reserve shows us how everything in nature is connected. A healthy jungle means a healthy sea, and everything lives together peacefully. Guardians of the Night. As the sun sets, making long shadows over the jungle and the ocean, new characters come out. Tulum's nighttime animals, used to living in the dark, wake up from their sleep. Their senses are sharper now, and they move like shadows. The jaguar, the strongest hunter in the Yucatan Peninsula, is both powerful and graceful. Its fur, with black spots on a light brown background, helps it hide on the forest floor. Its eyes, shining like little glowing coals in the dark, show an old wisdom, a deep connection to the night. The jungle floor wakes up with rustling leaves, snapping twigs, and the soft calls of owls. Bats, their wings quiet like whispers, fly through the air. They use their clicking sounds to find insects in the dark. Opossums, using their clever tails to climb, search for food in the trees. Nighttime is a time when senses are stronger. It's a time of hidden dangers and secret wonders. It's a time for these animals to rule, to hunt, to find mates, to live. They remind us that wild places still exist in our world, wild places that we need to respect and protect. Ancient whispers, modern footprints. If you go to Tulum, you absolutely to visit the Tulum archaeological zone. It's where a Mayan city used to be, right by the ocean. Imagine a busy city perched on a cliff, looking out at the bright blue Caribbean Sea. These ruins show us how clever, artistic, and spiritual the Mayans were. Walk under the stone arches and imagine all the people who walked here before you. Look closely at the carvings on the temples and palaces. They tell stories of Mayan gods, rituals, and everyday life. It's like peeking into a world that existed long, long ago. Climb to the top of El Castillo, the big pyramid. From there you'll see the same amazing ocean view the Mayans saw hundreds of years ago. As you explore, you'll feel connected to the past. You can almost hear the whispers of the people who built this place and worshipped here. The Tulum Archaeological Zone is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That means it's super important to protect it so everyone can enjoy it in the future. Today these ruins blend in with the modern world. Plants grow over the stones, showing how powerful nature is. People from all over the world visit, taking pictures of a past that still fascinates us. Come and experience it yourself. Tulum is a place where different things come together. Think old ways meeting new ways. Think the wild jungle meeting the calm, blue Caribbean Sea. Even with these differences, there's a feeling of peace. This peaceful feeling is seen in how much the town cares about nature. Tulum loves being green. Many hotels and shops try to be kind to the earth. Gap 2S. They use things like solar panels for power, and bikes are everywhere. People in Tulum work hard to protect the beautiful nature all around them. They know that the best thing about Tulum is its natural beauty. They've seen how tourism can change things, and they want to keep Tulum special for everyone in the future. When you visit, you can help too. Choose places to stay that are good for the planet. Be respectful of the local culture and try to leave a small footprint. If you travel responsibly, you can help keep Tulum's magic alive. Tulum shows us that we can move forward and still protect nature. We can enjoy modern things without hurting the beautiful world around us. Tulum's popularity is like a coin with two sides. It's great for the local economy, but it can also be tough on the environment. Lots of visitors means we need more resources, and if we're not careful, building new things can hurt the special things that make Tulum so wonderful. The good news is people are working hard to protect this beautiful place. Locals are taking care of the environment, making sure the plants and animals stay safe. And you can help too. If we're all careful about what we do, we can help keep Tulum beautiful. Try to find tours and activities that are good for the environment. Be kind to the animals and don't litter. Even little things can make a big difference. Gap 2S. If we support businesses that care about the environment and learn more about the local nature, we can all help protect this magical place. Tulum's future depends on everyone working together to find a balance between building new things and protecting nature. It reminds us that we all need to take care of our planet, and even small actions can have big effects. As our trip to Tulum finishes, we hope you loved its beauty, its history, and its special feeling. Tulum is a place you remember long after you leave, a reminder that adventure is out there if you look for it. If you liked exploring Tulum with us and want to see more amazing places, please subscribe to our channel. We love showing the beauty of our planet and sharing stories that make you want to travel. Our trip might be ending, but yours is just starting. Let Tulum inspire you to have adventures, try new things, and connect with nature. And if you ever come back to the Yucatan Peninsula, remember the things you learned and the beauty you saw in this magical place. Gap 2S. Thank you for coming with us to Tulum. Until we meet again, keep exploring. Our time in Tulum is almost over, but think of it as just the start of something amazing. Think of it as a little spark ready to light up your own adventures. Our world is a huge place, full of exciting places just waiting for you to visit. Each one has its own special story to share. Let Tulum inspire you. Try something new. Learn about different people and places. Make memories you'll keep forever. Maybe you love old ruins like these. Or maybe you love beaches, busy cities, or quiet nature. There's a whole world of adventure out there. Don't let that little spark go out. Let this be the start of your own travels, your own discoveries, a journey to connect with the world and feel amazed by it. And remember, the best thing you can bring home from your travels isn't something you buy. It's a new appreciation for how beautiful and different our planet is. As we say goodbye to Tulum, we feel thankful for the fun times, the things we learned, and the memories we made. We hope the spirit of Tulum stays with you. We hope it makes you want to have adventures, to be kind to our planet, and to love the special moments. Thank you for coming with us on this amazing trip. If you like this video and want to come with us on more trips, please subscribe to our channel. We love showing the beauty of our planet and want others to explore the world too. Until we meet again in a beautiful place, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep adventuring.